Hello everyone, my name is Zhang Beitong from Indonesia Program Studi Universitas Indonesia. Though this video, I want to tell you about my research result with the title Structure and Symbols in Pantun Melyu and Shi Jing Origin Chinese that made by Christomy and I. As the title I said before, the data that have been used in this research as 20 Pantun Old Malay poetry from the manuscript Perhimpunan Pantun Melyu and 10 poetry from Shi Jing, the classical poem that have been written in Chinese poetry collection since 11 until 6 before century. The reason I did this research is classical poem, both in China and in the Malay literary world, is considered to have similarities. In some aspect, things that find to Shi Jing also find in Pantun Melyu, despite it coming from two different countries. That has been suspected by some researchers such as Overbeck and Winstead. However, there hasn't been much in-depth research on Shi Jing and Pantun from the point of view of structure and symbols. Therefore, I made this research to find out the structure of signs, structure of relation between the line in both works, also the symbols that used in for express the love. To analyze the data, there are concepts of structure and symbol that I use. I also used literature review for make the best translation of Shi Jing and find the meaning of Pantun. I've did overall analysis. First, I will show you this table. As you can see, the result reveal that the similarity in structure and the use of symbol between Pantun and Shi Jing, although they also have difference. First, for the structure, we must know that both Pantun and Shi Jing have sampiran and isi. Sampiran in both poetry give a description about nature or life, whereas the isi tell us about the mind idea or thought from the writers. Besides of that, both works has a strict format for the amount of the word in every line. The difference between both works are about number on line and the consistency of sampiran and isi. Pantun consists of 4 lines, while Shi Jing have not limitation for the number of lines. In Pantun, structure of sampiran and isi always consistent, while in Shi Jing not always consistent. Besides of that, also the meaning that usually differed from both poetry have similarities. Second, similarities and difference of the symbols in both poetry, as you see in the table that I show you. As we can see in the table, we know that in Pantun and Shi Jing both writers use symbols that they took from nature and the things that used in daily life. The difference are the things that use surely different beside on cultural background of both work. In Pantun, the writer used slasi and delima. In Shi Jing, writer used jade and eagle. Besides of that, symbol in Pantun usually used for love feeling, while in Shi Jing used for a woman in a love relation with another person. In conclusion, the result of my research show us that there are similarities and difference between Pantun and Shi Jing. First, for the difference, We can see that as writer picture that used for must be different based in cultural background of both Pantun and Shi Jing that are used for their local color maker. Second, even though there are similarity between both works, conclusion of this research can't use as strong base yet. The similarities does not mean that one influenced the another. From historical background, Wilkins State in 1960 said that Shi Jing already exists fine before century, while Pantun began to be known in Malay literature in 15th century. Comparison of cross-cultural literary excursion is very important for mutual understanding. There still need more in-depth research with wide corpus. That's all my explanation. Thank you for your watching.